You're only going to see Pixel for a second. She's leaving. She's a ball of all different kind of stuff. Here she is. Hello. Look, she's growing. Meow. She's such a cutie patootie. You're so cutie. Ok, venez chercher Pixel, s'il vous plaît. Hello. Yeah, she's so cutie. Yeah, she likes to walk around. Yeah. No, but you can't hide. You can't go and hide, beautiful. Okay, here we go, kitty. Take kitty.
Kitty cat.
Go put kitty cat in a safe space. Thank
Kitty
you.
Cat.
Yeah. Oh, she walks all over the place. She's crazy. Yeah, wait, hold on a second. Yes. All right, here we go. Hello, sweetie pies. So that's little Pixel, and little Pixel's a little piggy. That no judgment. Little Pixel's a little piggy. No, I'm not bringing baby back. No, baby needs to sleep, and baby walks. Oh, baby doesn't stop no more. Baby walks. Yeah, so she's a little bit under 1 pound now, so she's gaining approximately between 50 and 100 grams per day. Yeah, like she's still supposed to be on kitty milk, but no, she's a little piglet. And she just kind of kept eating the little syringe with the little, I don't know if I can say that word. Anyways, the tip of the thing, all right? Yeah, I switched her foods. I got her on milk and baby cat food. Oh, she was starving, the poor thing. Anywho, yeah, little baby Pixel. She's a sweetie pie. So she's over there. She's onto her 4th week now. Yeah. So Jasmine, you are going to be first. You can't even grow 1 pound a day. She's at 100. No, she's at 100 grams per day. 100 grams. Yeah. So Jasmine, hold on. Let me go and see over here what I've got going on for you, sweetie. Just 1 second. You did send me an email. I'm just going to go into PayPal into the meanwhile. So I'll try to bring her in when I can. She was currently sleeping, and one of my kids woke her up. So there you go. She goes all over the place. She traveled from my house today to Annelle's friend's house. Yeah, she's very popular. So, here we go. I've got Julie also. So after Jasmine, we're going to go and see our beautiful Julie. Then we're going to go and see our beautiful Mimi. Tonight we are accompanied by Juanson. Lilith is not with us tonight. She'll be here tomorrow, my loves. So here we go. I know, right? She's so cutie. I know. She's a good girl. So Jasmine, hold on. She truly is a little angel. She is. I kid you not. I always thought of myself as not being a cat lady. Never had a cat. Never was very fond of cats. But Annelle always wanted one. And strangely, I did tell her that when everything was going to be over with Evil D, that I would get her a cat. And things are pretty much over with Evil D. And here we go. We saved this little kitty cat. So I guess she was meant to be at the right time. And I think she's adorable. Honestly, I spend more time with her than I do with my dog. I'm just saying. Jasmine, here we go. Okay, so we're going to go and see over here and try to figure things out. If you are in Canada, happy Thanksgiving to you, my sweetie pies. Yes. If you are over here, happy Thanksgiving to all your beautiful loves. Sweet Lord, that just means that I know it means pumpkin season is arriving, but I also know that it means the end of the year is arriving. Therefore, already switching up years. Ah, la, 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 la. Kitty in my pocket. Yes, yes. I don't wear those type of shirts where you can stick her into your pocket, but my daughter's friend does. She wears these hoodies with these pockets, and the little kitty cat goes around into the pocket. Yes, today is Thanksgiving, sweetie pie. I know we're way in advance onto you guys. Today is Thanksgiving. It is. Yeah, thank you, my love. Yeah, it's okay. Some of us, most of us do not celebrate it. So don't worry about it. The French side doesn't really celebrate it, but the English side usually does. So I know this, my mom's side of the family used to always do something, turkey and the whole deal. And my dad's side of the family, who's French, never used to do anything. Over here, it's just an extra holiday. So here we go. What do we have for you, my sweetie pie? Question number 1. Did you know who it is? Question number 1. Ever have thoughts about, you know what question number 1 is, all right? We're just going to keep it like that. So the answer is here, yes, it definitely did cross this person's mind. There was a certain curiosity, there was a certain attraction beneath this person's composed behavior, if you will, or beneath their composed exterior, let's put it that way. I feel like this person saw confidence and saw mystery into your presence, and I do feel like it did stir something into them that they didn't quite fully understand, even if he actually had tried to kind of hide it behind professionalism. That did still kind of intrigue, you know, it was an intrigue. And I feel like there was more of a sensual energy that was there, and that was kind of fiery and passionate at the same time. So my ultimate answer towards it is going to be a yes. Now, number 2, why he wanted control and acted mad after your one-on-one conversation. All right. I feel like his reaction came from ego, but also came from insecurity, not from logic. I feel like Gigi wanted to feel superior, both onto a professional side, but also onto an emotional side, because he couldn't quite handle, if you will, the emotional effect that you had on him. So acting mad kind of gave him that false sense of control. And when he told the higher up, it wasn't just about work into that way. It was his way, if you will, of kind of regaining power after feeling exposed or feeling vulnerable into your presence. If you guys are hearing excited kids, that would be mine doing something with the kitty cat. Have no fear. Kitty cat is safe. If there's anything safe into this house, it's the kitty cat and the dog. So how did he actually really feel during that upset, mad kind of a phase? I feel like even when he acted irritated, I feel like he was emotionally conflicted. So deep down, there was a mixed feelings, if you will, attraction, confusion, even guilt for how he actually handled things. I feel like he cared more than he wanted to admit, but I feel like he expressed it through defensiveness and also pride. So Spirit is showing to me that it wasn't true anger. It was suppressed emotions turned into a certain amount of frustration, if you will. Julie, by the way, you're next. So how he feels now that you are not there. I feel like now there's a certain emptiness. There's a certain curiosity. Like he misses the validation, the emotional charge, and the way that you or maybe your energy kind of mirrored his insecurities and his desires. Like without your reactions, I feel like he's realizing how much attention and significance he used to draw from your presence altogether. So, I mean, he feels your absence, even if he pretends, not to. And I feel like your energy is used, or anyways, used to be used to feed his own sense of importance. But it's like if that sense of importance is no longer there anymore. So it's gone. And to finish up with, his thoughts after you stayed quiet and went with the flow. All right. We have our Seven of Wands. We have our Ace of Wands popping on through. We also have our Strength. I feel like he did notice your withdrawal. But I feel like it was an underestimated of your strength. Like part of him thought that you would stay even if you were unhappy, because he assumed that you'd always engage into those dynamics that he kind of created. But when you didn't, it left him feeling uneasy. So no, he didn't truly think that you were gone for good. Absolutely not. So I feel like your disappearance kind of left a bigger impact than what he expected, because he was not expecting that altogether. So if you had stayed, he would have continued the same power dance. But now there's a silent realization that maybe he just pushed a little bit too far. And Spirit is showing a little bit of a mix of regret, but also of ego that could be clashing. So he knows that he lost the one person who actually did see through him. Hi, Stephanie. Nice to see you, sweetie. I'm going to come and see now, and I'm going to say, Buonasera, bellissima. Let's go see our beautiful Julie. Julie, I think your questions... Hold on. Are... into my email, perhaps? All right, so you are into my email. Just hold on. All right, Julie, here we go. Your readings, I know, aren't they? I love them today. All right. We're going to go over here for this one. And here we go. So we are currently on Julie. We're going to go and see Mimi and then Stephanie right after, okay? Here we go. Hold on just a second. Honestly, my kids are sounding like they're a zoo. Hold on a second. Est-ce que vous vous rappelez ce que maman fait? Qu'est-ce que je fais? OK. Alors, là, on va ramasser les télécommandes, les coussins, les Starbucks, au Starbucks, en tout cas les patentes. Réarranger, vous pouvez jouer, vous ne pouvez pas crier. Jouer, pas crier. Pardon? Il y a de la fête? Oui. Ben voyons. Non, vraiment, il y a de la fête? Mais comme un double chin. Oh! Oh my God! Sweet Lord. Okay, apparently Matthias says that our cat looks fat now. He says when Pixel lays down, Pixel's got a double chin. Oh my God, at 800 grams, Pixel has a double chin. I'm sorry, that is so funny. Oh my God, there you go. Weight is definitely relative to the individual. A fat cat at 800 grams. All right, okay, here we go. I know, seriously. I do talk about the weight of our beagle, though. I do, because when my dad passed away, I wasn't at home much, and he became very, very, very thin. and he was like an anorexic dog, and now he's like close to chubby, and I'm like, gotta watch that dog's weight. Beagles, they'll eat anything, and they'll eat until they can't eat no more. And you don't want an unhealthy dog or cat. No. That being said, Pixel's not overweight. You just saw Pixel. I know. What is that? Now you have a chubby dog. I know, a chubby dog and a chubby cat. Actually, no. Our dog is just healthy. He's perfect. He's perfect. Yes. And I think kitty cat's good too. Oh, what the heck? Let's continue. You have to watch your fish too, right? Yeah, fish, they will eat and eat. Yeah, betta fishes, they will eat. The more you feed it, the more they'll eat, and it'll actually decrease their lifespan for the fishes. And yeah, that's it. It's not a good thing, honestly. I know. I used to have that type of fish. Yeah. Hey, we all got our flaws, right? That's it. And he can't swim well. Yeah, that's it. Can you imagine? My God, being a fish and not being able to swim well? That's an issue. All right. So the clarities onto Mike. They are getting stronger. And as for the blockages being removed, it's an absolute yes also. Like, we're definitely moving on forward. Two of Cups over here, beautiful love, Queen of Cups. We have over here our High Priestess, still looking for some answers. But look at that, like the stress and everything that was into this, anything that is anxious and stress and everything that is coming from the relationship seems to be kind of a little bit evaporating in itself. You truly are a little bit into that beautiful love bubble where, look at that, we're looking towards the future and we're looking at you as being the Queen of Cups. You are holding his beautiful heart, my love. So you're right. The energy around Mike does feel lighter. It's like he's seeing things more clearly after, like that tunnel I was saying earlier. We'll call it a fog this time around. So he's gaining clarity about what truly brings him peace and what truly brings him emotional fulfillment. And I feel like he's realizing that love and connection and authenticity, they all do matter so much more than control or even routine. So I mean, he's starting to understand how much your presence actually grounds him, but also heals him, and how love can exist, but without fear or without any type of confusion neither. So as for the blockages being removed, I feel like they're slowly. I feel like Spirit shows that he's releasing the self-doubt and the habit of overthinking everything, which has been holding him back for the longest of time. Now, the heaviness that made him question his worth or kind of overanalyze his emotions, that's also lifting. So it's almost like if his heart and his mind are finally kind of syncing on up, and that's allowing him to trust what he feels instead of just, well, what he's thinking. So it's all beautiful and great. Seriously, a fat cat. We're going to call our cat Garfield soon. Start feeding it lasagna. All right, okay. His therapy, how's it going to go this week, and what are they going to talk about? Oh, this week we're talking about the breakthroughs. We're talking about the clarity. We're still talking about the fact that we're not completely moving into the way that we would like to. Like, he would like to open up more than what he's opening on up to at this moment. So I feel like this week's session feels like it's gentle, but I feel like it's really about those important breakthroughs. I feel like they're going to talk about different patterns from, yes, his past, but also things that shaped how he handles stress and how he handles the emotional connection at this moment, and how those patterns actually show up into his relationship right now. So the energy feels like it's an honest, if you will, reflection of where he finally puts words to what's been weighing on to him internally. So I feel like his therapist is going to help him to see how far he's come and how he can continue to move on forward, but with healthier emotional expressions, which is what he's got to do. Over here, he has to express to you the love and the depthness of his love towards you. That's a goal. So this is going to be important for him to actually strengthen, not only into his personal growth, but really between the bond between you guys also. So moving on forward more towards the relationship aspect of it. Yeah, Garfield. The problem is my cat's not, I was going to say gray. My cat's not orange. I know, he is going to get there. He is. The clarity is coming from him slowly. Every single time that you guys spend time together, that's where his clarity is coming from. So it's coming from his own experiences with you. That's what's building the clarity and releasing the walls and the barriers. Yeah. So, I mean, we're slowly moving towards exactly where we want to be, my beautiful Julie, which is perfect. I am going to move on forward over here to Mimi. So here we go. A beautiful Mimi is, however, going to need a timestamp. Absolutely, my love. And a rest on up into the meantime. I don't know why I was going to write it over here. I don't need to write it there. I need to give it to you later. So we're going to put 21:30 for Mimi. Stephanie, you're going to be on up next with your question, my love. So Mimi, let's just wait a moment and let's go over here. All right. I have to say, Mimi, I love the way that you actually did describe AC. I feel like that bond feels like it's very, very genuine. I feel like it's very much heart-centered. I feel like there's a deep soul friendship energy between the two of you, almost like you guys have known each other into another lifetime. AC truly does cherish you and truly does see you as somebody who is strong, somebody who is kind, somebody who is deeply loyal. I feel like when she checks in, it's not out of habit, but it's because she feels your energy and cares for you so much more than what she's actually saying out loud. So I feel like her thoughts of you are always there. I feel like they're always affectionate. I feel like she's proud of the person that you are. And I feel like she's emotionally protective of you into a beautiful, nice, gentle kind of a way. So I feel like your link feels like it's karmic, like their two souls are meant to support and kind of uplift one another into this lifetime altogether. Now, about Mr. Ari. About Mr. Harry. Mr. Harry, his energy feels like it's a little bit restless, but also a little bit conflicted lately. I can sense moments where he stops and kind of thinks about you, especially when he's alone. I feel like he misses the warmth. I feel like the security that he once felt around you, but I feel like he doesn't want to admit it. I also feel like he has a lot of flirtatious energy at this moment. So he's seeking attention or distraction to kind of feel, if you will, that emotional void that he is feeling. But deep down, though, you still cross his mind more often than anything else. So more than he would actually like to admit. So I'm going to say the connection is not gone. It just kind of feels like he's trying to ignore it or that he's trying to control it. To the best of his abilities, if you will. So I feel like the current energy around him at this moment is more of a tug of war between his ego, and his ego wants to have the freedom, but his heart keeps on circling back towards you. So Spirit shows that he's keeping himself busy, but he's not keeping himself fulfilled. So you're the what if that lingers into his thoughts, and even when he's surrounded by noise or even people. So I'm going to say for you, it's going to be important to kind of keep your vibrations nice and high, because your light is going to speak louder than any type of silence that's going to come upon. And onto that note, I feel like I should give you probably some love messages. So let's go with some love messages from Harry, sweetie. And then we're going to move on forward to our beautiful Stephanie. No matter how much I distract myself, your presence still lingers into my heart. Every time I think I've moved on, something reminds me of you. Your laughter still echoes into the quiet moments of my day. And you're still my favorite thought, even though I try not to always think of you. We're gonna put over here Stephanie at 2540. Jonathan's feelings and intentions towards you. Watson, I think it's going to be a short night. I am going to come and see you after Stephanie, and then we'll just see. We'll go with the flow, all right? So here we go. My beautiful Stephanie, what do we have for you? Queen of Pentacles, reverse position. Two of Swords also getting our King of Cups. He is definitely into a place at this moment, my love, where he doesn't want to analyze, he doesn't want to judge, he doesn't want to get into anything. Honestly, I feel like he's wanting to take it one step at a time. Really, the only thing that he truly wants right now is happiness. That's it. That's all. I feel like he wants to try to find himself into a certain way. I feel as though he wants to find his own answers. So I'm going to say towards you, I'm going to take out some cards upon our King of Cups over here. Let's just put this over here. Intentions for the moment, no movement. There is no movement whatsoever that is happening at this moment, my love. So I will say stagnation. He does think about it, but look at that. Okay, King of Cups over here. This is the energy that I pulled out. I have our King of Wands thinking about making some movement towards you, but our Two of Swords not really deciding. So he truly is into the whole mist of do I, don't I, do I, don't I. And because he doesn't really know, he decides he's going to do nothing. So I'm definitely going to say to you over here, my sweet love, his feelings, they're still there for you, but it's like he's hiding. It's like he doesn't want to talk about them. It's like he's keeping them inside a locked box into his heart. Doesn't want anybody to know about them. He doesn't even want to look at them at this moment. Why? Because he needs to figure himself out. He still hasn't figured himself out. So he kind of goes from, yes, I'll reach out. No, I don't. Yes, I do. No, I don't. For the moment, the main energy is he wants to have his own happiness. He wants to find himself, but he's not going to be reaching out right now. So my love, I'm still going to say intentions, no movement, stability, nothing changing. Does he still think about you? Yes. Does he still care? Yes. Does he still think sometimes about making movements towards you? Absolutely. But is he stagnant into his energy? Yes. So I'm basically going to say for the moment, don't necessarily expect any movements. I don't see any. However, I do want you to know that you're still into his energy and he still thinks about you, but he needs to find himself and he needs to find his happiness, which is exactly what he's doing at this moment. Hopefully, once he finds himself and he finds his answers, hopefully he'll be able to make a wise and clear decision to either move towards your energy or to let go completely of your energy. But that is something that is still up there into the air. I know. I'm sorry, my sweetie pie. Like him feeling that he can't provide or be into a relationship because of it. I'll go and see Stephanie. Hold on, my love. I'll go check it out. I feel like it really has to do with himself personally, not necessarily in regards of you. Page of Wands has to do with the actions. My love, I feel like he's been hurt into the past. Honestly, I'm not going to say at this moment the cards that I pulled out do not speak of finances at all. It speaks about his own emotional state. How he feels like he can't move on forward because he cannot necessarily give you what you want. Not because he can't give you what you want financially, because he can't give you what you want. It's almost like if he's thinking you're wanting the whole package, family, marriage, moving in together, everything the such. And he's terrified of that, and that he can't offer to you at this moment. And since he cannot necessarily offer you that, and he doesn't know when he's going to be able to offer it to you, he chooses to do nothing. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure he is trying to get his finances together, but that's not the main reason. His main reason is he feels like he can't offer you family and marriage and engagement and moving in together and all those things. That's just too much for him. That's his main reason. Are finances somewhere a problem into it? Perhaps, but it's not the main thing. The main thing is him himself. He's been hurt into the past, and this is a little bit the way that he's moving on forward. So he needs to repair himself. He needs to know that he can love you into a safe way. He needs to know the expectations that are there also. But he needs to trust himself, and he needs to be able to communicate these things with you so you guys can come to some type of an agreement. If one person's talking but the other one ain't, there's nothing really that you can do. You're stuck at a stalemate, all right? Yeah. It is fear, my love. That's what it's all about, sweetie pie. Mm-hmm. Watson, I'm gonna come on over and see you at this moment, sweetie. Here we go. All right. So, Hanson, just 1 second. Just 1 second. Mm-hmm. Um, all right. Okay. So, my dear Hanson, Hold on just one second. I've got my Gmail that's a little bit frozen. Okay. It's my pleasure. Hi, Juanson. I'll be, not Juanson. Hello, my beautiful big Cleo. I will be with you very shortly. Hold on just one second. I've got a couple notifications. I might go see Big Cleo before coming to see you, okay? Just one second. All right. Let me just do this like that. All right. Oops, just one moment. Here we go. Absolutely. Oh, that's what I thought. I thought, Julie, I saw something from you. Then okay. Juanson, you're just going to wait. I'm going to go and see Big Cleo, and I'm going to go and see Julie. And then I'll be with you. No, Julie, I have Big Cleo, and then you're going to be next, my love. So if you don't want to go anywhere, you can stick around. Big Cleo's going to be at 37.40. Alrighty, let's take out our pendulum. Ah, stuck into my glasses. Alrighty. So, alright. Good idea, Julie. Good idea, sweetie. Okay, so did PC... And you're okay with that. I knew you would be. I knew you would be, Hanson. So did P see your page yesterday and how many times? And it does okay. So did he see your page yesterday and how many times? Now that is our Six of Cups reverse. Also do have our Knight of Wands reverse, but I do have our Emperor. Sweetie pie, we didn't look all that often yesterday, now did we? No. What was he up to? Sweet love, I'm gonna say minimal. I'm gonna say between 1 to 3 times. 1 to 3 times. I don't feel like it was more than that. I feel like he wanted more, but I feel like he was not able to give more. So yeah. I'm going to say 1 to 3 times, nothing more. Does that resonate with you, sweetie? That's for your first question. Yeah, 37.40. Thank you, my love. I've got it. I give them to Hanson after. Now, does he want to be with you? We do have our Magician saying that he's going to put all the efforts towards it. We do also have our Nine of Cups, and we do have our Ace of Swords. All cards, all energies point towards a yes. I will do whatever it is that I have to do in order to make things happen, in order to find my real and right reasons on how to move on forward. I will think about it. I will make it happen because he believes that it's going to bring him happiness. It will bring you happiness also, but it will bring both of you guys the happiness that you need. Therefore, it is a yes. Let me go and see what Pendulum has to say. And Julie, you're on up next. Yeah, he did look between 1 to 3. Yeah, he did. So, did PC? Yes, that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing between 1 to 3 times. Okay. So we are getting a yes. Please let me know how many times into the numbers, please, into the number chart. It is between the 1 to 3 times. It is down here. And I would also like to know, does he truly want to be with Big Cleo? So does he truly want to be with Big Cleo? And that is also yes, sweetie pie. So I will say you're good for gold, my love. I hope you had a lovely day, sweetie, and I'm coming over to see our beautiful Julie. So hold on, Julie. I'm going to go and get your questions. All right, here we go. Julie, are you in PayPal? We have our beautiful Love Shine, who's going to be on up after Julie. So Love Shine, if you are here, you can definitely send out your questions. And I have you right over here. Okay. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Just one moment. I'm going to find the right email. And here we go. And just one second. Okay. So, beautiful Julie. Does he have, okay, and then we're going to go into the love bubble. Love Shine, please let us know if you are here, sweetie. Okay. Here we go. All right. Up next is going to be our beautiful love shine. All right. Now, Mike's clarity about your true love and the power of your connection altogether. I feel like, yes, Mike is absolutely gaining that clarity at this moment. It's like his heart has finally kind of caught on up with what his soul has always known, if you will. That the two of you, what you guys both share is not something that is ordinary love. It's something that is rare. It's something that's divinely aligned. It's something that is, it will deeply, I'm going to say deeply healing. I feel like he's realizing that the connection between you is built on truth, but built on depth, but also built on emotional safety. Not on illusion, not on fantasy. So the whole power of your love life kind of feels like it's opening. It kind of feels like he's opening his heart more and more. And I feel like it's helping him believe into something that is real again. And I feel like he lost the thought of love that could be real. And I feel like you're reigniting that into a certain way. So into a certain soul level connection, if you will. All right. The love bubble. I love the love bubble. Every time you spend time with him, you get into this love bubble. And I love the love bubble. And I feel like that love bubble continues for a little bit of time. And then I feel like the love bubble, it is always there. But it's like after you have a date, the love bubble is very present and very strong for like 3-4 days. And then it kind of a little bit dissipates, but not too much. Just a little bit. And then the love bubble kind of expands. I don't know how to say it. You got a cute love bubble. Let's put it that way. It's an expansion. You have a love bubble and expansion. I'll put it that way. It makes more sense into my mind. So yeah, here we go. I'm talking about the love bubble. Could you get any better than the Four of Wands? Let's go towards that true happiness. Yeah, I know that things still seem a little bit unjust because he's not completely giving his heart and not completely opening up towards you, but he's putting the work into it. He's putting the work. So I'm going to say he feels that you're right there with him. Okay, so when he drifts into that love bubble, there's a sense of warmth. There's a sense of reflection. Like he knows that you are energetically there mirroring what he feels. It's almost like a telepathic connection at that point. So he senses your emotions. He senses your calm. He senses your affection. And I feel like all of those things go on in and give him like the most beautiful peace. Like that bubble is like your shared energetic field. And he knows that you're feeling the exact same thing, that he's not alone into all of this. So you both feed and kind of protect that space of love together. And he's becoming more and more aware that your hearts truly beat together And to the best and most beautiful way that I could say it, it's like if he feels that both of your hearts are there in sync together. And could you find a better and a more beautiful symbiosis? I don't think so. I don't think so. So yeah, that's what I have to say. I'll say enjoy it. Hi, Zach. Nice to see you. It is. It is. It is beautiful. I know. We can see it's out there. Oh my dear God, Julie, that sounds like you should put yourself into a box. Yeah, how the love bubble expands when you're together and then it shrinks. I'm sticking you into a little cat box. I'll see you a little bit later. Good night, sweetie pie. I know, right, Juanson? Did you not catch on to the shrinking and the expanding? I'm saying it's not just me in my mind. I'm not a twisted Aries. Oh, I am a little bit, but not that much. Thank you, my sweetie. Wins. Nice to see you. I'll be with you shortly. All right. It is nice to see you, sweetie. Thank you so very much for your donation, my love. I will be with you quite shortly. Love Shine, you are on up next. And Love Shine, my beautiful, you are going to be at 5330. So you are at 5330. Let's go see what we've got. Alrighty. You need rain? Oh, you should come over here. We always have a lot of rain. All right. All right. Here you go. How are you doing, my beautiful Love Shine? It is nice to see you, sweetie pie. It is nice to see you. All right. So what do we have? What are M's thoughts and feelings about being away from wife, not only kids and Amy? Tarot thoughts, what do you need to know? In tarot, when you say he's still out of town, he will be back tomorrow or Wednesday. Oh no. Okay, well that sucks. I'm sorry, sweetie. It's his uncle, so I'm going to say at that point in time, his uncle must be fairly aged, so it is to be expected, but it is still sad. So I am sorry for his loss, my love. You know, especially you're gone on out, you're gone on to a certain he's supposed to be out with friends, it's supposed to be fun, and then this kind of happens, so it kind of brings somewhat of a downer, right? Now, what are M's thoughts and feelings about being away from wife only, not kids? Honestly, I'm getting our King of Wands in reverse. I'm getting over here. It's not even a question. I feel like he feels like things are a little bit stuck in time, like nothing is really moving. King of Wands in reverse, Three of Wands. He just kind of feels stagnant. He's feeling stagnant, my love. So I'm going to say, what are his thoughts? I'm going to go and look about being away from wife only and not kids. I feel like he feels, honestly, that it's a little bit difficult. He feels a little bit kind of lonely into the whole situation. Let me go and see the thoughts altogether, how he's feeling within his thoughts. Okay. So being away from I feel, honestly, again, Ace of Wands, Three of Cups, reverse. He misses the friendship of the side of it with the wife. He misses that side. I kind of feel like he could need that type of connection at this moment, and I feel like he's missing it. So I'm not going to say he's sad and boo hoo hoo hoo, no, but I am going to say that it's not probably the best moment altogether, that he would kind of like to be surrounded at this moment by more friendship surrounding kind of beautiful vibes. So I feel like her presence would probably be accepted and welcomed at this moment. Yeah. How's he feeling about being away from you altogether? Well, Three of Pentacles. We would like to be closer to you. We would like to be able to speak with you a little bit more, but there's nothing really much that we can do. So I'll say, in regards to you, we would like to be able to be by your side. We would like to be able to have your companionship, but I feel like we're accepting that there's nothing much that we can do at this moment. It is what it is, and we don't seem to be creating any problems about it. But would he much prefer to be able to be with you, you being close to him, and you guys kind of talking about everything that's going on? Absolutely. But I feel like it's accepted, and it's basically okay. You can, my beautiful Elaine, sweetie. Right after M wins. Okay, sweetie? So just give me a few moments, all right? And I'll be with you, my love. How are you doing, Elaine Woods? M's thoughts on to Amy. M wins. You're going to be on up next, and then I'm going to be with you, my beautiful Elaine Woods. You'll be on up next. Six of Pentacles. Being away from you is difficult. Missing you, no doubt about it. You bring a lot of happiness, and he needs happiness into his life at this moment. So feeling a little bit lost, feeling like we don't necessarily have the connection that we usually do, that the vibes are a little bit different, and looking for happiness, looking for some good things. This is what you bring towards him. This is what he's looking for, and this is what he's got. So it kind of feel like he wants to transition towards being a little bit lonely, being a little bit sad, being a little bit lost, not being into the normal vibes, to being happy, being comforted. That's what he wants with you. No, he doesn't miss a wife more. That's not what I said. I said that he would like to have the wife around, but I also said he would like to have you around. I said he would like to have the wife around into a friendship kind of a way. We were talking about the Six of Cups, which is more of a friendship kind of a vibe. So I said that he was looking towards that. He wanted to have some type of connection with somebody that he could talk to about this and kind of go through these vibes. With you, we were getting happiness. We were getting, I want to go and find happiness with our Nine of Cups. I want to go and search for happiness. So with her, he's looking for certain comfort of I can talk to somebody who knows what I'm going through. And with you, he's looking to switch on up the vibes and bring the happiness and the light back into his light. Two different type of situations altogether. He's not missing one more than the other, just for different reasons. Yeah. What do you need to know at this moment? What you need to know at this moment is there's nothing much that he can do, but he's definitely working on getting back to you as quickly as he possibly can and trying to get things back truly on track. Our Page of Wands is talking about passion, talking about love, talking about lust. He's wanting to get closer to you, wanting to spend more time with you, wanting to be with you as soon as he possibly can, not just onto a loving, beautiful way spending time, but also onto a sexual way. And in tarot, let's go see within tarot, my love. In tarot, he doesn't want to play games. He wants to be clear with you. He's not into a place where he needs to make decisions. He's into a place where he wants to look at possibilities. Possibilities of spending more time with you. Possibilities of having more beautiful time, more clarity, wanting to know how you feel, wanting to share with you how he feels and how he truly does love you. So I feel like we are currently into the search for that at this moment in time, and this is what we want to move forward to. Speaking to you, spending time with you, doing activities with you, and moving on forward into life, wanting to be happy. Things will get better, my beautiful love, Sean. I promise you, sweetie. M wins. Nice to see you, my love. What do you need to know regarding your breakup from your partner tonight? Ooh, I chose to walk away after a little over a year. Okay, sweetie. First of all, I do have to say I'm sorry. I know that that was not an easy decision. Yeah. It's something that you were probably thinking of for quite some time. By the way, Elaine Woods, my love, you can definitely post your question. Juanson, we can say that we're closed after. I'm going to go and see you after, our beautiful Elaine. All right? And we're going to go over here. So what do you need to know about tonight? First, I'm sorry. I know it's not easy. But I know it's something that you've been wondering about for quite some time. I know that even though walking away is feeling really, really heavy right now, Spirit is saying that you made the choice from a place of self-respect and a place of truth. Kind of feel like you a little bit reached a point where your soul knew, it's like if your soul knew that you couldn't keep on shrinking to fit a connection that was not growing with you. I know that what you're feeling at this moment sounds like punishment, but it's more of a release. I feel like you've closed the chapter. I feel like your guides want you to know that this ending is a beginning of a returning to yourself for a certain amount of time. I say a certain amount of time because I feel like you will find a certain amount of peace. I feel like you will find a certain amount of strength, and I feel like you will find that light that you somewhat a little bit lost. What I will, however, say for you is that I feel as though whatever is going to be happening over here, I don't feel like it's completely over, which is why I say you are going to find some of those answers, but there will be a return. There's new ideas that are coming from this that are emerging. And from those ideas are coming from a non-connection. Queen of Pentacles, not necessarily responding. Queen of Wands. This is what I'm going to say to you, okay, sweetie? Your person's going to come back towards you. They're going to come back with ideas. They're going to come back with thoughts. You are not going to be interested into them. You're going to find that this is bogus. This is not interesting. This is not what you want. This is not what you meant. This is still not what you're looking for. It's like if you're saying, go back to the drawing table. You just don't get the gist of it. You're looking for possibilities. You're looking for something that fills your heart, that brings you happiness. And it's like if this person can't give it to you, but they're searching and they're looking, but they can't find it. So for the moment, I'm still going to say that things are up into the air, but I will definitely say to you that this is not over. Your person is coming on back with a new idea, something new. They're not going to let you go like that, but you're not going to like it. It's going to be entirely up to you from that point to decide what your person is offering you. Is this something that is correct? Is this something that is good? And from that point on, I would really appreciate it. You do what you want with it, but I would really appreciate it if you looked at it from all angles. Don't just say clear no or clear yes. Look at it, analyze it, take what's good, but give some feedback, some type of feedback, non-judgmental, into some kind of way. Well, I like that you thought about it, that you came upon this and that, but I'm looking for a little bit more. I'm more looking for this. I'm more looking for that. Is that something that you can do? Is that something that you believe that you can provide? I need you to look at it from a different angle. That being said, this relationship is somewhat up into the air. You did a decision, you made a decision, it's all good. You're going to find yourself, you're going to find your light, you're even going to find some happiness through all of this misadventure and all these emotions, but they're coming back, I'm telling you. And it's going to be entirely up to you to analyze the situation and to decide what's going to be your path from there. If you still love and you still care, don't close the door. Try to find some type of communication on through. At this moment, things are still up into the air. I'm not going to say that it's an ending. I'm not going to say that it's a continuity. It's going to depend on what you're going to do with this. This is going to be happening within the following 2 to 3 weeks maximum. 2 to 3 weeks. Could even happen into the following week. All right. So into the following days, look out for this whenever it does come on through. In the meanwhile, just be you, heal, do things that you've never done. Take care of yourself, make yourself happy. This energy will flow towards you, and once it arrives, you can decide what you want to do with it. That being said, this person does love you, does care for you, but has not been giving you the love and the care that you need. So they need to make amends and they need to make things better. They want to, they just don't quite know how to do it. I'm going to say your person's clumsy, emotionally speaking. Does that make any sense to you, my sweet love? Yeah. Let me know if that makes any sense to you. All right. So, wins. Let's do this, my love. It's entirely up to you. Whenever he comes on back towards you, you do you at this moment, okay? Do you. Whenever he comes on back, he or she, whenever your person comes on back towards you, sweetie, and gives this offer, look at it, think about it. If into the meanwhile you want to reach out, you can send me an email. I'll look at it. We'll look at it. We can talk about it. We can powwow about it, if you will. Okay, my email's always open and I will always answer you back. So if ever you're in doubt, you need some type of advice that's not necessarily tarot related, send me an email. I'll help you out. All right, but that's what's going to be coming towards you, my love. I do offer private readings, my love. If ever you do want a private reading, you can always email me. I return the private readings within 24 hours. So within the day, when you send it, unless you send it when I'm sleeping, you'll get your answer into the day. Other than that, you can reach out towards me just by email, and I won't answer you tarot questions, but I will definitely help you and counsel you through ideas or thoughts or different kind of things that you can send or not send, and it's up to you to do what you want with it. All right. Thank you, my dear Juanson. So if there's anything else that you need, my love, please do. Feel free. Reach on out, sweetie pie. Into the meanwhile, you do you. You take care of you. You be strong. And you'll see. Everything will put itself into its right place. And once it does, and there's movement, let me know. Well, thank you, my love. I appreciate it, sweetie pie. So reach out whenever you want. I will always reply. I promise you, okay? And into the meanwhile, I send you much love, sweetie, and stay very strong, sweet love. Love Shine. Elaine, I'll be with you in just a moment. Love Shine, you say there was a girl that hung out with the guys that he did not know, but a few of the other guys knew her. Did they exchange phone numbers or Facebook? I'll use a deck that you'll like to go and give you those answers, okay? Let's go see. Hi, Elaine Todd. How are you doing, sweetie? How was your weekend, my love? And I will say happy Thanksgiving to you, my beautiful Elaine Todd. The Hermit and the Sun. The Hermit in reverse followed out by the Sun and the Strength. I'm actually going to have to say I do feel as though there was an exchange of numbers. So I will say yes. Yes, you can, my beautiful Elaine. You're going to be right after Juanson. You're going to be, seriously, you are going to be the cherry onto the top of the readings tonight. You're our cherry, you're our whipped cream, and you're our sprinkles. Elaine Woods, my love. You say, Elaine Woods, let me go and find you. Are you going to be able to catch one of those weirdos? Oh my God, you're hilarious. It's going to take you a while to get a weirdo. It's not easy to catch a weirdo. Yeah, you really have to fish onto the right nights. I would say the best nights are on full moons. But yeah, you will. I just kind of feel like you need a lot of restraining orders. I feel like you need to catch a basin of weirdos. My answer for you is going to be this. Before you actually catch a weirdo, it's going to take approximately 4 to 5 weeks. So be patient, my love. It's like fishing. You got to wait a really long time to go and fish and get the right catch. Approximately 5 weeks before you get one of them. So I'm going to go and see Juanson, then I'm going to go and see Elaine Tat. Yeah, don't give up, my love. Into the meanwhile, our dear Juanson, here we go. All right. Juanson. Juanson. Let me go into my email. I'm there. I'm not into yours, but I'm there. Okay, here we go. I had a really interesting, really weird weekend, Juanson. A really strange weekend, let's put it that way. And you spent one. I like that. I do. That movies probably because there isn't any good movies. I don't know. I am not a horror movie kind of person. You know, I'm not. It's not my thing. But I kind of felt like, I don't know, I kind of want to go and see I don't know what it is, Conjuring, or God knows what it is. There's something I want to go and see. Yeah, I kind of feel. I don't know. Just saying. I feel like going to the movies and watching a horror movie. I do. Mm-hmm. And you went shopping and you bought two. Well, you're gonna have to show me what they are. You didn't send me no pics. I want to see pics. Okay. All right. Okay, hold on. Okay, so let's go on over here. All right. Okay, let's start over here with the general. All right, Sweetie Pie. I feel like we're into a place at this moment where Spirit is showing that there is a very strong wave of renewal that is surrounding you at this moment. It's like if you've been shedding those old layers, people, habits, doubts, all those things that are no longer aligning themselves with your higher self. And I feel like you're stepping into a season where there's clarity, where there's confidence. And I feel like you could expect small wins to start kind of adding up quite quickly. And I feel like you're being guided to trust your instincts a little bit more. So the universe is opening up those new doors, especially in areas that are going to bring you, I'm going to say joy, I'm going to say emotional fulfillment at the very same time. As for the love energy, I feel like we're in movement, we're in slow movement, but we're in progress. So we're going to have to see what is happening with that and what kind of alignment is coming towards you. Other than that, I feel like that is moving fairly well, I have to say. Now we want to go and see how our beautiful little Elizabeth is doing. And why do I don't know why I get this, but I don't know. I got a weird, I know she's due in October, but for some reason, wait, I think I'm going to sneeze. I got October 26th, who just passed into my mind for some reason. Yeah, she might give birth on October 26th. Anyways, let me know whenever you know if that is a possibility. October 26th. There's something about the 26th that popped into my mind when I saw her name. Let's go see what we've got. Elaine Tad is next, and then I believe we have Love Shine. So Love Shine, you can post your follow-up questions, my love. I feel like her energy today feels like it's calmer, almost like she took a deep breath after a stretch of tension. So I feel like Spirit is showing that. I feel like Spirit shows that her moving through her day with quiet reflection and thinking about balance and peace and how certain connections into her life just kind of hold a little bit of that warmth. And I feel like when she thinks about you, she thinks about you with tenderness. And there's that gentle, nice, small energy, like remembering something that just kind of made her heart feel full. So she feels care, even from afar. If she could say anything to you at this moment, it would be simple but meaningful. You still cross her mind more than what she actually, or more than what you actually know, or what you actually feel, if you will. There's a lot of love and there's a lot of beautiful gratitude that is beneath it, even if it is something that I'm going to say is somewhat a little bit unspoken. An angel message. You are safe to love again. Release the fear of loss, for love never truly leaves. It simply transforms. A new light is entering into your heart. The universe is preparing somebody who mirrors your truth not your wounds. Love messages. She still feels the pull. It never really faded. And your energy still comforts her soul. Love is not lost. It's evolving into something that is higher. I got you, sweetie. Oh, when's her birthday? I don't know. It could have happened before. I'm getting October 26th. You just let me know. There's something about October 26th. Yeah, and you need to go take some pictures of that. Go, 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 go. I want some. All right, Elaine Tat, you're next. Elaine Tat, here we go. Okie dokie. Let's do this. Let's go over here. Let's go see also. Let's go see like this. Let me just go and validate that I'm not crazy into PayPal. Just one moment. Such as, and voila. Okay, I'm not crazy. So whenever you're ready, my beautiful, you can definitely send out your questions. Love, shine, perfect, my love. Thank you. As for you, my beautiful Elaine, let's go and see, sweetie pie. So your graphic design personal project, I'm not going to say what it is, but you know what it is. I don't like to give out all that much information. Okay, Three of Swords. We have our Three of Cups passing on through. Tower reverse. That's all good. King of Pentacles. I feel like the energy around the idea feels like it's fresh. It feels like it's inspired. Spirit shows that this is a project that is more than something that is just creative. It's something that's symbolic in how much you've evolved as a designer and a visionary altogether. So it's like if you're blending concept and culture and energy really quite beautifully. And I feel like the 2026 luckiest kind of zodiac theme feels like it's going to attract a lot of abundance, but also a lot of positive attention. Almost like if your creativity itself is magnetizing good fortune. So I'm basically going to say, yes, you definitely have evolved again and again and again and again. But this time it's into a certain confidence. It's into a certain originality. So you're thinking more like a brand builder and less like somebody who is simply trying to create creating visuals. And that in itself is a beautiful fusion and it shows major growth. So good for you. I love it. Now, how Y is doing? How Y is doing? We're going to go and peek at how Y is doing. All right. I feel like Y feels calmer, but into an introspective kind of a way lately. I feel like there's a sense as she's been sorting through her emotions quietly, wanting to kind of balance and kind of ground things. Allô, babe? On a bébé encore. Tu peux venir mettre bébé ici si tu veux. She may be focusing a lot on self-care, on rest, maybe even planning onto her next steps into something that is important. But I feel like Spirit is showing that there's a warmth. I feel like she holds fond energy towards you as much as someone steady and genuine. Qu'est-ce que tu fais, bébé? Qu'est-ce que tu fais, bébé? Yeah, tu peux la voir ici. Attends, là, tu peux pas la voir. Oh, Pixel has come back for an appearance. Non, là, on la voit plus. Meow. Non, tu la vois pas, Guy, là. Oh, there she is. Hey, cutie. Okay, bye-bye, cutie pie. Attends-toi, bébé. Attends-toi, bébé. Allez, on repart avec bébé Pixel. Hein? Attends-toi, bébé. All right, so. Il y a de l'ail. C'est le costume à Mathias. Yeah, Pixel came back. I know, Pixel. Non, là, Anaël, il faut que tu sortes. Mais pas le costume à Mathias. Une autre fois, belle.
Non, je vais juste mettre le masque.
Anaël.
What?
Anapon. Oh, Mathias a dit la... Oh my God. Mathias a dit la même affaire. Alright, yeah, Pixel's adorable. Alright, you are so beautiful. Why do you need me? I still don't have all the answers. Getting some maybe. Do you think about me too? Sometimes getting a little bit of let me hold you. And I am a very jealous type of person. Bye, Chouchoune. Tu vas dire bye à tout le monde, regarde. Si tu la vois ici, tu peux dire bye-bye.
Bye.
Alors, on la voit pas. What are you doing, baby? Regarde, elle peut se promener là, 2 secondes. Non, mais là. Here you go, cutie. Where are you going? Où tu t'en vas, bébé? Pixel, where are you going? Where are you going, sweetie? I think she wants to go to the other decks. That's where she wants to go. Oh my gosh. À tantôt, bébé. Mets-la peut-être dans sa petite litière. Je sais pas si elle veut faire de quoi ou pas, souvent quand elle se réveille.
Maman.
Ouais, mais tu fermes.
J'ai retrouvé des caca durs là-bas.
Ok, ferme la porte, please.
N'importe quoi, j'ai retrouvé des caca durs.
Dans son truc,
Il y a
hein.
vraiment beaucoup de caca là.
Ouais, ben il va falloir nettoyer, hein. C'est votre job. Bye bye. Ferme la porte. Je sais pas, je vais la retrouver.
Voilà.
À tantôt.
C'est une carte.
À tantôt! Bientôt, mais je parle à Alex après.
Mais quand?
Ben, dans 10 minutes. Bye!
Non, tu vas pas parler à Alex.
Oui.
Non!
Ah, sweet Lord.
Tu l'as fait hier.
Je l'ai pas fait
Tu
hier.
parles pas.
J'y ai pas parlé hier. J'étais fâchée contre
M'en
hier.
fous, tu y parles pas.
Adios, amigos.
M'en bats les couilles, tu y parles.
Bye bye, baby. Oh my God. She tries to control my love life, you see? I say I'm talking to Alex and later, and I'm just like, no. Ah! Wait, are Pixel's ears floppy or standing and pointy? No, they're standing and pointy. They're standing and pointy. There's no... Did you see something floppy? No, there's no floppy. I don't think there's floppy. Yeah, I don't think so. Let me see. Is there floppiness involved? I took a picture of her earlier. No, there's no floppiness. Look, there's no floppy. This was her earlier. There is no floppiness within these little cute ears. No floppy. All right, so here we go. Yeah, Pixel is definitely gaining weight. I know. Matthias said earlier she was chubby. She had a double chin. Her eyes changed colors too. They went from blue to green. All right, a general for this week and next. What do we have? All right. I feel like the next 2 weeks feel like there's steady forward motion for you. You can definitely expect inspiration to kind of flow a little bit more easily. New ideas, more positive communication, possibly maybe even a little bit of a small little boost that's going to, a small surprise, I'm going to say, that's going to boost your confidence. So emotionally, you're going to feel lighter. You're going to feel a little bit more motivated. And Spirit is truly saying, keep trusting that path. You're aligning with the creative success and the emotional peace that's going to be going along for you, sweetie. So keep on doing beautifully, my love. It's my pleasure, sweetie. My pleasure, my love. All right. Those kittens are pretty rare, floppy ear cats. She did not have floppy ears. Okay, here we go. Love Shine, you are going to be at 1:30. What are his thoughts on this girl and her thoughts on him? And why did they exchange numbers? Who idea? And was there any attraction? And what will happen in the friendship into the future? I don't really see anything, honestly. I feel like it was her idea. Yeah. That being said, we can clearly see over here that this is a question of friendship. He's not looking for anything else. So what are her thoughts? She's looking for friendship. He's looking for friendship in this moment. We're not looking for anything else. So, I truly, honestly only feel like they got along well together. They thought, hey, why not? And there you go. There's no backstory to it of, I really think you're good looking, or you think whatever, and, we're going to meet on up. I don't see anything of that. We got along well together. We kind of have some things a little bit in common. We know some people in common. Hey, why not? It's not going to hurt. It's not going to do anything. So I feel like this girl for him is really just another connection, like somebody else, if you will, that could be a fan. That's it. That's all. So that's it. She is the one who actually brought upon the whole idea. I feel as though into some kind of way that she could maybe even help him into his career, into something. I feel like that's maybe a little bit why they exchanged, because I feel like she could help him out with something career-wise, like into his singing, everything, the such. There's something that is related to that. But there is nothing that is related to love or socks or anything of the such. This is really about, hey, I think I can help you out. I can do something for you. Hey, why don't we take a look at it maybe at some point in time? But that's it. That being said, it's not a question of attraction. There's nobody who's attracted to anybody. And I feel like it was her idea to say, hey, why don't I just give you my number if ever, and we can kind of think about it or talk about it. But that's it. No, this is really about a friendship, but a friendship that could have some type of connections that could help him into his music business. It could be within the graphics. It could be within ideas of script. It could be within ideas of different kind of gigs that he can do. There's something that is within it. But this, again, there is no love anywhere. This is all having to do with work, business, what she can do for him or what he can do for her. But business wise, that's it. I'm going to say it's a friendship type of business kind of a thing. Nothing more. Into the friendship, it's remaining a friendship. Nothing else popping on up. You're wondering if he's going to talk to her through Facebook or through phone calls. I see phone calls, but I do see Facebook also. So I will actually say both of them. I feel like it will be, again, well balanced out. But like I said, it's not a question of love. This is not love. This is not sexual attraction. This is, I can do something for you. You can do something for me. Why don't we work in collaboration? That's it. Kind of like going to the bank, going to get some change. They have the change. They can give it to you. You give them money in return. They give it to you. It's a good, exchange. But there's nothing sexual. There's nothing loving. There's nothing physical. Nothing. This is purely business. This is purely, I can do this for you. Yeah. She's a school teacher. She could be a school teacher with different kind of things. She could be a school teacher who has studies or who's very good into graphics or in many different things. My mom did one thing. I do other things. I do tarot, but I studied psychology. And you have other things that go along with it. So she has different kind of connections, different kind of things that she can help him out with. But like I said, this is really just a connection of A little bit like a fan would be. There's nothing sexual. There's anything happening. And all of the cards that I took out for you and all of the questions and all 4 questions, nothing was related towards love. All had to do with money, with finances, with growing things. There's nothing more that is involved into this. Yeah. Don't worry about it, my beautiful love shine. This has absolutely not, there is nothing love. There is nothing sexual. There is nothing of nothing. Don't even worry about it, sweetie pie. She's like almost somebody that you would walk by onto, yeah. Don't worry about it. It is my pleasure, sweetie. I could see where you could be stressed by it. I could see, but there's nothing. Yeah, no. Oh no, but maybe she has good ideas. Maybe she could be a fan of his. She could enjoy his music. Maybe she could have good ideas to help him on out, or maybe she could have gigs ideas, or maybe, doesn't mean that she's a professional into it, but maybe she could help him on out. Maybe she could be a good fan. But there's nothing loving, there's nothing, you know, sexual, no attraction, nothing happening onto that. Yeah, don't worry about it, sweetie pie. That being said, my beautiful loves, Juan and I will send you all these timestamps, and we shall see each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. So wishing all you guys a lovely evening. And no stress, love shine. Good night, sweeties.